Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my thoughts on a new Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. There are a few surprises in this palette that I didn't realize, so let's get right on into it. Of course, I'll show you the swatches and let you know how they performed on the eyes today. I'm also going to be rating this palette, so I am introducing a rating system into my videos, especially reviews. That way you can see how it performs for packaging and performance and pigmentation and all that stuff, and I'll actually give it like a grade at the end of the video so that you know if it's actually worth purchasing or not. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Jena Froese. Froese as in the strawberry, like if you say strawberry in French, that's my last name. And I'm happy to have you on my channel today. Thanks for clicking on this video. And without further ado, let's get on to my thoughts on this pretty little Charlotte Tilbury palette. First of all, let's talk about the packaging of this baby. This is a really beautiful package, you guys. Very standard with the rest of her luxury eye palettes. This is the identical packaging compared to the rest. This is limited edition as well, and so far it is only available at charlottetilbury.com, I believe. It is 53 American dollars or 66 Canadian dollars. And this one on the inside is a really beautiful palette. So it does have, to me, like a mix of a nice like pearl shade. We have some rose gold, we have some champagne colors. This is a really beautiful palette. Now, let's get to the first thing that I noticed right away, and that is that these shades are not all new. So when I saw this palette, I was super excited for it. I actually thought this was going to be a brand new quad, but it's actually not. So in the description of this palette, she does talk about how there is a shade from Pillow Talk, a shade from the Dolce Vita, as well as a shade from Exaggerize. So I actually did compare them. I do have those other three palettes in my collection, so as soon as I saw this, I was like, dang it. So there's only one new shade? Is that what you're telling me? So I was kind of bummed about that. Of course, you will see the first shade there, which is the prime shade. This shade is identical to the shade that is a priming shade as well in the Dolce Vita palette. Next, I looked at the pop shade. This is very similar to Pillow Talk, and sure enough, it is. This is the exact same shade as the Pillow Talk quad. Both of them have the same pop shade, and as you can see, swatched identically as well. Now, she did say that there is also an Exaggerize shade in here. Well, I couldn't find it. I don't know about you guys. I couldn't find it. I do have the Exaggerize quad, and as you can see, they are nowhere near the same. They do have some maybe like theme similarities. They could go well together if you use them both for a look, but they're certainly not the same shade. So perhaps that was an error in the description. Maybe out of this quad, there is another shade in here that is not the Exaggerize quad, but maybe from a different one. So using this little quad here in action today, this is how I started my look. I first went in with my priming shade. This is the exact same shade in the Dolce Vita, as I mentioned, and this applied beautifully. I feel like this is consistent with the rest of her formulas as well. So if you're familiar with the luxury eye quad, this is identical. Then I went in with the enhanced shade. I went all over the lid with this, and this is a gorgeous glowy golden color. It is so stunning, you guys. Like on the lid, it just gives that gorgeous gleam. And this is the one thing that I noticed as well. The shades in this palette are similar to the rest of her shades in that they are very glowy. So you're not going to see like this color on your eyelid with one swipe kind of idea. There's a lot of luminosity to these shadows, and they do have to be built up if you want more of the color undertone on your eyelid. Next, I went in with the smoke shade. I think you're supposed to technically do this after the pop, but I did this first this time. And this one was perfect to add some dimension to the edge of the look to give the eye look some depth, and I am really, really loving that. Lastly, I went in with the pop shade. Of course, this is the exact same shade in the Pillow Talk quad. I applied it with my finger, and as you can see, I did lose a nail here. So not when I was applying the palette, but I did lose it just a little bit earlier before filming. So apologies, that does not look that good, but I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, so it'll all be fixed really soon. Now here are the swatches as well. They're on my arm, going from prime to enhance to pop to the smoke shade in order. That way they are super stunning. As you can see, the luminosity is very apparent with all of these shades, and that's just how Charlotte likes to do it. They're very glowy, very beautiful. Now for my grading system, you guys, let's break it down. First, let's do the first P, which is packaging. The packaging on this is definitely a 10 out of 10. This is a luxury package. There's nothing cheap about this. I personally think that this is a really beautiful little quad. This is durable. This has the reflectiveness to it at the base of it. It's so stunning. I do think that this is absolutely beautiful packaging, so that is definitely an A+. Then we get to the second P, which is pigmentation. This I'm going to give an A just because there is a lot of luminosity and sheerness to these pigments. It doesn't mean that it's not pigmented, but it just has a little bit of a different kind of formula to it. This is definitely an A because if you're looking for just the colors, that's not what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of luminosity, but it's still super, super strong, so an A is what it gets. The last P is performance, and this is also an A+ because these apply super beautifully to the lid. They are consistent with the rest of the quads, and I do think they are absolutely worth their money. So taking into account the average of everything, this is an A+ palette. Absolutely love it, but be forewarned that not all of these shades are brand new to her line. Anyways, guys, that is it for this review today. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. Is this one that is on your wish list? Has the repeated shades kind of turned you off of this quad? Please let me know all of your thoughts down below. I always love to hear them. And until my next video, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way.